Wilson Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The pitch comes to Ivory. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to second and 11. And the box that's highlighted is for Hearns on this offense.
Do you have your track shoes available? Because Allen Hearns is a guy that gets you on your horse if you're trying to defend him. He can take anyone deep and win on any route.
Bortles to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The play clock's running down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. 14. Watch 14.
They'll go again to McCoy. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a
connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that. That one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A fake to McCoy. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. 4th and very long, and they decide to go for it, and what a play to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
So on 4th down, here comes a field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now out come the Jags. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 62 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go with McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But after the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Quick look around the league while we have a second. Week 3 of the preseason. Few interesting games. A lot of people like to talk about Week 3. Houston and Arizona was one that caught your eye, wasn't it?
A battle of division champs in 2015. And Arizona went to Houston to play. And Carson Palmer, let's face it, when we talk about the Cardinals, they'll probably go as far as Carson can take them. And he had a rough game. Ended up having to get out of it early after taking a big hit and threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. But how about Houston? Remember when DeAndre Hopkins was so happy on draft night when they drafted Will Fuller to take some pressure off of it? That showed up in a big way in this game, didn't it? Hopkins made some great catches, big-time moves, but a big one by Fuller opening up space. And it looks like Houston, they've got a winner on offense. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to get it, accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bortles. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time, it actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Williams. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Green, 9, go. Take four. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Bortles. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl. Not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Well, Charles, last week we did some fantasy draft talk, and we've got more drafts coming up this week. The Madden draft on September 1st that I'm in, so give me a few names. Who's poised for a breakout?
I can't wait to follow this throughout the year and see how you're doing.
Don't laugh at me.
You know, you've gone into the Shark Tank here. All right, some big-time players, but...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Watkins, 63 yards. And the Bills head on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, it's a defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30, 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To throw, it's Bortles. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. So, Charles, when we got a quick breather here, wanted to ask you, as we get to the end of preseason, cuts are happening fast. Yeah. These front office, that's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, 51 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And this one complete to Hankerson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Bortles now on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Bortles.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
From midfield, here's Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles good, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Taylor to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Hankerson, 53 yards. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already.
Try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a good gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Penalty marker is down here. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So, Charles, while we have a moment, getting late in the preseason, a lot of people point to Week 3 as one to watch. What caught your eye in Week 3?
Well, when I watched San Diego play and saw Melvin Gordon, he looks like the Melvin Gordon we saw coming out of college. Another explosive run. He looks sharp. He looks quick. He looks much more confident and especially healthy after the offseason knee surgery.
Teddy Bridgewater looked pretty good too, didn't he?
And what I liked about him, and I agree with you totally, is the ability to push the ball downfield, because that's what they plan to work on the entire offseason. In fact, that's all we've talked about. Can they get the ball vertically downfield to help out with Adrian Peterson in the backfield? And Teddy Bridgewater's made great strides in that area. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 23-yard run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Manny Lawson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
Now Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. The big fella. The 40. The 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
On the ground, Ivory. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Again, it's McCoy. And some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems to work out pretty well, doesn't it?
Works out very well. The pride of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania doing its thing again. And now they're in the hurry-up.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw is Taylor, out to his left. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bortles will try again on second down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got Walters. Big catch. Give him 14 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Bortles. And the catch made by Walters. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Bortles. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Devon House in there to make the stop. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They'll run it with McCoy. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bortles now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles to throw on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Denard Robinson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an on to recover the ball, which is what we saw here, I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And this one complete to Hankerson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He's going to let it go and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Denard Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. From midfield, here's Bortles. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there, Bortles to Robinson. 43 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Bortles. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again, it's Bortles. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Manny Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles going to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And if you lose this one, in the way that they did with all these points, the offense probably goes in the film room and said, hey, coach, don't point at us. The defense, they're the ones that need the help.
Yeah, the offense went into the film room with kind of grins on their faces because they're going to get a lot of check marks and attaboys. The defensive team, they shuffled into the film room. Not a fun day for them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee strong.